If you've been a long-term subscriber of mine, about 6 to 8 months ago, I did a video with E2SMOOTH, basically just interviewing him with questions from TikTok comments, Twitter comments, or just YouTube comments. And I just want to see now, was I wrong about E2SMOOTH? I gave him the benefit of the doubt in terms of a player and a person, and I generally think he's a good guy overall still. I just think he's kind of a troll. So in today's video, I'll be reacting to my old video of my interview. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on today's video, and let's get into it. By the way, I haven't watched this since it came out. Last 6 months, you probably don't know who this person is. His name is E2SMOOTH. He's a diamond with a 0.5 KD champ now console. Now, a lot of controversy is just around his name, a lot of negativity, and to me, it seemed a little bit like the community was overreacting. Sure, he has a 0.5, but there's no way he can just have this much negativity going around his name. Okay, with the negativity, when I like did this video, I actually just thought the community was just being like stupid. I thought people were just like trolling, like whatever, he has a 0.5, who cares. And like generally, like from when I sat down and spoke with him, and any of the times I did talk to him, he was generally cool. Like he was a really cool kid, and like it's kind of like a character that he plays, I think, kind of like what Jinxie does on a stream, where, you know, he's like very outgoing. I feel like that's what kind of E2SMOOTH is, especially when he shit talks and whatnot. I still think I also still think he's a cool kid, by the way, even though like I'm not a big fan of him because he went on MNK on console, but I'm still fine with him. Like I'm pretty sure he hates me or whatever, but like I'm fine with him as a person. It's not a big deal. But let's see some of the questions I asked. Your perspective. Most of these came from like TikTok and my Discord. But the first question for you, it comes from me actually. When did you start playing Siege? How did you become known in the community? Because like for me, when I switched from Xbox, like Jinxie wasn't around, you weren't around, like a whole group. I'm skipping this because I don't care what I'm saying. Garfield can shut up.
Since like September, I streamed since like September of 2020, and so I got into Siege like in October. I just started playing like in gold, so obviously just streaming. You know,
I'm not gonna lie, E2 in this interview, he looks like he's being held captive. Like, I don't know, but like I said, like you can tell, like when I speak to him in this interview, he's literally so calm and just chill and relaxed. Like he's not how he like is on Twitter.
No, and then I kind of blew up. I was hosting scrims and stuff like that on Xbox, and I was averaging like 100 viewers, and then it just started blowing up after me and Jinxie, you know, played. I started getting a lot more followers, viewers, and then basically I just blew up. And then my KD, people started looking at my KD, and then that's when everything really became toxic and stuff. But
can I just say that the Rainbow Six Siege community, like I agree somewhat what he's saying here. When it comes to simple shit like stats or whatever, like the community will literally belittle you just for a simple stat. Even though he does have 0.5 on a controller at that time, I think he has like a 0.7 now on MNK, and that's the main reason I really don't like mess with him like that, because he's MNK now on console. And like I don't agree with that. It's just kind of cringe, and it's like I stuck up for him and all this, and then like he goes ahead and he just switches over to MNK. But, you know, whatever. What I don't understand about the community is they will literally shit talk him and then waste their own life and breathing power just watching this man just to shit talk him on Twitch and YouTube. They'll go out of his way to dislike his videos and all of that, which is the most clown shit ever. Somebody said, why does he have a high ego for being carried? Hold up. When it comes to the ego thing, what do you think people, why do people think that you have an ego?
I mean, a lot of the times I'm just messing around by like saying like I'm the GOAT and stuff after I get like a clutch or something. Most of the time I'm just messing around, man. So
that's why people think you have like this ego. No, it's also how he replies to people on Twitter, how he I've seen him take personal shots at people, but like once again, like I think it's a character type of thing. Like he's not really like this in real life. I bet if you met him not knowing he was E2SMOOTH, he'd be a really chill guy. Like he plays like football, he plays basketball, like he does like normal teenager shit. So like he's a normal teenager. And like online, I feel like the Siege community in a sense almost consumes you, and you become what the Siege community is, which is just toxic. Because a lot of people would rather just, you know, be negative, especially on Twitter, than, you know, show some love, be positive. So I feel like it kind of consumed him, because like when you're getting that amount of shit talk, you got to put it in perspective. It's not gonna feel nice mentally, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm obviously like a gold player, so I have no like I really don't have a serious ego. Like I obviously don't belong.
I
in
still kind of believe
diamonds.
that. Okay, here's the thing I noticed about the Siege community. They take literally everything way too serious. Like, even opinion about when somebody's bad about it, you really just gotta like ignore that stuff. Somebody said, how come I only hear negative things about you and I've never heard of you unless it's someone talking bad about you?
Most likely because there's a lot of people that are upset that I hit such a high rank while being carried and not boosted, because boosting is unranks obviously. I actually like play with champs and diamonds on their mains and stuff, so a lot of people are mad about my
Boosting and getting carried, kind of the same thing. Like, you're joining a champ stack with the idea that you're gonna get free wins and you're gonna basically get your rank boosted up. I see what he's saying. It's not like he's paying them, but it's still being boosted. But that is kind of like, in a perspective, true. I've had people shit talk me because they just don't like my character or they don't like who I am. So they'll automatically be like, yo, he's a dog shit player, he's dog ass. They'll watch my stream, and if I potato, like, I don't consider myself like this cracked player. I just play the game tactically, and I enjoy, Siege, just like everybody else. But since, I have some type of following, people automatically just call me ass and all this shit. And like, to be honest, with video game, I don't care. It's not like I'm playing this like it's a sport, like a pro player. But like, I didn't build a brand off myself just from a rank, to be honest. It's just stupid.
my KD being so low and my rank being so high, and just the fact that they can't hit that rank. But that mainly is what most of it comes from.
Yeah, so it's like an envy thing, because I see a lot of people in like comments talking
My lighting
about,
is so bad.
Plat and like E2 got diamond. Like, what's going on?
I think my lighting is too bright right now.
Pretty in my comment section.
I'm turning down my lighting.
At what point does KD matter when it's in the negative, and what is considered carried in your opinion?
I would say that the point where when you're in a ranked match and it comes down to where you need to get that kill and you don't get it, your aim is that bad. That's when it becomes a problem. Because honestly, my point is my aim. My problem is my aim. And if I win more of my gunfights, I could be champ, but I don't.
Why do you think you don't win your gunfights? Is it just your aim?
Yeah, it's my aim. I used to change my sensor on way too much, my sensitivity.
I've watched the streams, and I'm not gonna just spill negativity just because like I don't like what a person does. Like, for example, somebody's Zim. I've been in his streams a few times, and he actually brings quite a bit of passion. Sometimes it's directed in the wrong, like decision making, but like, he does have passion. So I agree with that. It's just like the Zim, man. Why BMNK on console? In my opinion, and this just comes from like a majority of players, when it comes to them to not winning their gunfights, I think it's positioning.
100% of positioning.
I wanted you to send me like a VOD, and I would really still like you to, because I'd like to look at your positioning and how you're taking gunfights. If you haven't seen that VOD review, you should go watch it. There should be like a little thing at the top right. Click it, go watch it. It's pretty funny. I had fun doing it, even though like some people saw it as like me roasting him or whatever. I gave genuine feedback. I saw a lot of comments on there that being like, because the first round, like I was talking about nades, and I wasn't primarily talking about Maverick. They brought Maverick, but you want to bring another set of nades besides Maverick, because
Yeah.
I know like a lot of people, like, even talking shit to you can definitely get in your mental, and you can definitely like throw you off in terms of, especially streaming, man. I feel that like if you potato once, or like, you choke a kill, people are in the chat, trolling and shit, it's gonna get to your mental.
I really hate my lighting
So
here.
I really think it's positioning more than anything. I've never seen your aim. I've watched like a few of your streams, and I had to dip out of there. People be trolling way too much in that chat. But I would really like to see a VOD from you so I can actually look at. Somebody said, how is Ash support? Like, people kept saying in the comments that you think that Ash is a support operator.
Yeah, that just goes into the part of the ego thing. Like, that's all a joke. Ash is obviously fragger or flex based on how you use her breaching.
She's an entry op fragger. She like literally not a flex. I cannot see her being a flex in any which way. Like, no. Like, she needs to get the fuck in the building. Of course, you need to support your teammates by destroying utility, but their job is to drone Ash in, so Ash can take presence of the map.
Charges. It's obviously just a joke. I don't actually think or.
Wait, when do you what type of like scenario are you saying that type of stuff? Like on TikTok, on like streams, like what?
Mainly, I just troll.
Okay.
Troll around.
Yeah.
Much.
See,
People take everything, like you said.
diamond lobbies. Do you ever plan on seeing what would happen if you didn't play with M&K stacks?
Okay, so
Every single controller player that's in champ, and the majority of them plays with somebody that's MNK, and it's just the truth. It's the sad truth, but it's just the truth. So we can't ridicule one creator and then not the other just because one of them you like and the other you don't. That's just hypocritical. Even though he is MNK on console now, your ass. But you can't do that from one person to the next.
So the first part of that question is about the positive in plat diamond lobbies.
No.
So I right now in
I love that, bro. I said yeah, and he paused. Look at this.
the positive in plat diamond lobbies.
No.
So I
Look, he stops talking.
Right.
This is so awkward. I gotta see something. I'm not gonna lie. I need to see if he has a positive KD. I don't really pay attention to E2SMOOTH, to be honest. Jesus, man. Okay, this season he has a 0.7. I don't know. Maybe every season he'll go by 0.2. If he can get a 0.9, or if he goes back to controller, like that would be that'd be so cool. Like that was my idea with like doing these collabs with E2 and like, you know, even doing that VOD review. I truly actually wanted to help him. One, because, you know, E2, he knows he has quite a bit of weight on his name right now because of like all this negativity on TikTok, and that translates to good content because it's drama. So my idea was, yo, let's do this interview, then you send me a VOD, then I go over the VOD, and then truly it should help you. And like, I want to reshape your image because I really did. I fucked with E2SMOOTH. I thought he was a cool guy. And my idea was like, just get him better on controller, get him a 1.0, and then, you know, he'll start competing in diamond champ lobbies. And I was just thinking about him as long-term as a creator, for him to grow and just shed positive light onto him. Of course, it's going to benefit me because, you know, it's going to boost my channel. So it's just everybody wins because it's collabing. But he switched to MK.
right now in plat 3 lobbies I can maintain a 0.9 1.0 right now in strictly plat 3 lobbies, but plat 2, plat 1 diamond, my aim and you know, my overall, I'd say my game sense is pretty good. It's just my aim and positioning needs a lot of work. If I'm
my aim is literally dog ass, and I'm like plat 1 diamond 3 on console on a controller, and like I beat champs with my ass aim. So I generally don't know how anybody is a 0.5 on a controller. Like if you see me, I'm dog ass. It's just I put myself in right positions.
1.0 on those lobbies. It's gotta get better quick. And then the last one about the MNK stacks is basically on console, it's very, very difficult because literally I would say 85% of the champ diamond player base is MNK. So if you can find me 5 controllers, I will play with them.
I want, yeah, sorry to interrupt you. I want to cue in on that. People do not realize how many MNKs there are. Okay, I kind of don't agree with what I'm saying here. Actually, when I was on console, there was a huge amount in champ and diamond, so I can't like it's like tripled and doubled. No shit, Garfield. No shit. But at the end of the day, you can't really be like, yo man, there's so many cheaters, so why not I cheat? I think that's a dumbass like reason. But once again, like there's people that still queue with MNKs, and like once again, we can't ridicule one person and not the other, just because like you like the person. But I don't know, like you can't, like you play the game how it's supposed to be played and you'll be fine. I don't think people understand that. Like I'll see comments of people being like, yeah, but bro, like MNK is such an issue because not everybody can have a god controller stack. You have to realize that if you play the game how it's meant to be played, fundamentally, you probably will win more than you lose. And most of the time, a lot of these MNK players that's in plat and diamond are low-key fucking ass. Would get solo queuing, and for Garfield, what is the most difficult things for solo queuing for you?
So I'd say if I were to solo queue right now, I would solo queue to a gold 1, a gold 1 elo.
That's it?
That's
I don't believe that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe that he was only gonna get gold 1. And like maybe I'm just built different because like I'm really not. I'm dog ass on controller. When I came back my first week on controller on Xbox, I quite literally got plat 1 with a 1.5. It's all about positioning. You can say that your aim and mechanics is all ass and all that, but a lot of times it comes down to your positioning. If you can't position yourself properly, you're not going to win gunfights, even if you have the best aim.
Yeah, I mean, maybe plat 3, but then again, I still solo queues can be difficult with teammates, especially on console.
Oh yeah, no, it's
not the
awful.
best situation.
In my opinion, what you should do, especially when you like a stream, you should make like a Smurf. Okay, I pitched the idea to him, instead of streaming like later on, I think in a call, make a YouTube series of him getting better on a controller in solo queue. It would have been a nice progression, and it would be more uploads for his channel, and overall it would just give him some pocket money, and you know, people would be able to see the transformation. It'd be really cool to see him go from a 0.5 player to a 1.0 and above, and be able to compete on a controller. And you should only solo queue on it, and like those issues that you solo queue much on is like I just majority not okay. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that was the video. I've been seeing like so many comments, man. This didn't age well. This didn't age well. Oh, and now you say he's trash. Lamau. Garfield, he will never do Zim. This didn't age well. I've seen so many comments about that recently, so that's why I'm reacting to it. Once again, I don't condone MNK on console. I will do sometimes videos with MNK players in my videos just because it's content. Even though it is cheating on console. Like for example, I did can 1 MNK plat beat 3 golds, can controller diamonds beat MNK plats. You know, I do those series just because you guys request them, but it's not the same cheating as, for example, PC. So I'll never get PC cheaters in a video. It's just not something I'm interested in. Overall, E2SMOOTH, I don't have a problem with the kid. You know, if he's just having fun, then whatever, man. But if you use MNK on console, you're ass. And that's all I gotta say. Besides that, this was the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.